Peace to all you kings, warriors, and chosen ones. Today, we're going to discuss why most men under 40 struggle financially, and of those who taste success, why so many of them end up losing it all due to their lack of discipline. So sit back, relax, let these words sink deep into your subconscious, and may God transform your life in the most extraordinary of ways. Let's begin. Tony was just like many of us. His life began much like any other, full of dreams and aspirations. He had potential, talent, and big dreams for success. But reality hit hard. Growing up in a modest neighborhood, Tony faced financial hardships all his life. He lacked guidance, and Tony fell into the trap of seeking quick success without discipline. Tony also had a few huge addictions: thick, beautiful women, gambling, IG models, and hug. Tony was driven by his desires, but without discipline, his efforts were scattered, leading to financial instability. Tony chased after short-term gains without understanding the power of discipline and focus. He wasn't a bad guy. Yeah, his grades weren't all that, but it wasn't because Tony was dumb or anything like that. He just really wasn't interested in school because it didn't hold his attention. Tony was the type of cat who read books and wrote poems and raps in his spare time. But he and his friends loved to see who could knock down as many beautiful women as possible. Now, while most of his boys had children in their late teens, like 18, 19, and even in their early 20s, Tony already knew he wanted to make sure that he was financially straight before he brought any children into the world. Tony's early career was a roller coaster ride, a series of wins followed by bigger losses. He lacked a plan, and his impulsive decisions left him deeper and deeper into debt. Always trying to keep up with the latest fashions and impress his boys and different chicks online, Tony got in way over his head. But one day, while he was trying his best to handle these struggles, there was an old head he met at his barbershop, and that old head had introduced him to the principles outlined in the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. At first, just like any cat Tony's age, he really wasn't trying to hear it. Tony thought he knew everything, and he figured the old head was just talking the talk. He didn't have a father figure growing up, so he didn't have anyone older to drop any jewels on him. So he really wasn't trying to look for somebody at that age. But once the older gentleman got up from that barber chair, he took the barber $100, grabbed his coat and cane, left out the door, and hopped into that brand new Benz sitting right outside of the shop. Tony couldn't believe his eyes. That old man drove that. This convinced him even more to go ahead and order that book immediately. It was at his lowest point of his life that Tony discovered a book that changed everything. He had already hit rock bottom, and all the chicks he used to chase and have fun with, they all had ghosted him a while back and never really gave him any type of rhythm when they seen him out. In high school, Tony was the man. Now sitting at 27 years old, Tony was practically a bum. He was cool. He still had some fellas he hung out with and a couple of chicks he dealt with then and there. But to the rest of the world, a man was a bum. Nevertheless, he started reading the book and learned about discipline, the importance of focused action, and the transmutation of sexual energy. Driven by the lessons from the book, Tony decided to take control. He began applying the principles of discipline and channeling his energy towards constructive endeavors. He learned about the influence of sex energy and how to harness it for achievement. By implementing semen retention into his life, Tony began a chain of events that would change his life forever. See, Tony redirected his energy and found a newfound focus. He understood that discipline wasn't only about restraining, but redirecting energy towards his goals. Instead of hopping in different girls' DMs and watching his favorite videos on the hub, Tony did something different. He started eating healthier and started working out 5 times a week. He was already working a dead-end job at a call center, but all Tony could think about was the vision he had in his head. Just dreaming, daydreaming all day. Sometimes his supervisor would come up to him and talk to him all reckless and trying to convince he and his coworkers that they should be happy that they had that job and they were getting paid what they were getting paid. But Tony knew better. And instead of complaining and gossiping with his coworkers about the work and the pay, Tony started minding his own business and even started his own side business, applying the knowledge he was getting from that book and working hard to make something shape. Nothing could stop him. Nothing was getting in Tony's way. Fellas, through discipline and perseverance, Tony's life gradually took a turn. He built a routine that incorporated the power of creative imagination, allowing him to envision success and plan strategically. He applied these insights to his side business, personal development, and relationships. Tony's disciplined approach bore fruit. He wasn't just dreaming, he was actively creating his reality. With each step, he gained confidence, attracted opportunities, and built a solid foundation for success. The women at his job started noticing his physique and would always compliment him on his muscles and how his clothes fit him. They were starting to throw themselves at him when just a few months ago, they acted like my mans didn't even exist. Tony wasn't pressed. He just got their numbers and he went on his way. Acting real nonchalant and cool, not rude, just minding his own business. This drove the ladies even wilder. As time passed, Tony started clearing off all his debt and was able to move into a new condo in a nice area of the city. With the way his money was starting to come in, he was finally able to afford a brand new whip that he had his eyes on for the longest. That same Benz that old head had jumped into at that barbershop. At this point, Tony was the man. Not only did he get his mind right, but his money was right, his body was right, his actions were right, his life was right. Instead of chasing women, they was choosing him. Everywhere he went, he always had some fine thing flirting with him. But he wasn't the same guy from a few years back. He wasn't thirsty, texting him too much. He was playing it cool. All this just from picking up a book, having some discipline, and working hard towards his goals. Tony's story isn't just about personal triumph. It's a testament to the power of discipline, focus, and wise utilization of energy. It's a story of resilience, transformation, and ultimate victory. You see, Tony lives by semen retention and the power of sexual transmutation. Instead of directing his energy towards trying to get a nut, Tony was making his dreams come to fruition. All his loftiest goals started coming to fruition. And now it's your turn. Fellas, the journey to success demands discipline. It demands focus, and it demands the understanding of the energies within us. By practicing the principles of Think and Grow Rich, semen retention, harnessing your energies wisely, and maintaining unwavering discipline, you too can achieve triumph over adversity. You too can become the highest version of yourself. I believe in you guys. Believe in yourself. I don't care where you at right now in your life. I don't care what's going on. You got this. Make it happen. And as you begin to do that, begin to start taking control over your urges and desires. Begin to get your mind right, your body right, your money right. Do me a favor. Go ahead and like this video. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss another piece of wisdom that'll change your life for the better. May God continue to bless you all. I pray that anyone who makes it to this point of the video begins to see miracles unfold into their lives at this very moment. May prosperity shower you for the rest of your days. May knowledge, wisdom, and understanding for your thoughts, actions, and words. Your next step, check out this video right here. It goes deep into how you are the algorithm. A must watch for anyone serious about making a huge transformation in their life. I see you guys over there. You guys be safe. Much love to you all. Peace.